Any chance you saw the full pocket set? The new crown is a must. Nah, I didn't actually. I saw a video that was like covering it, and I meant to watch it, but I didn't get to it. People assume Fee is lying because they can't cope with different opinions. Not literally. Like I'll read y'all the reply I left. I'll read y'all the comment and the reply. The nigga said, FDX stopped lying about Tekken 8. That's how bad these changes are. And I was like, what a stupid comment. God forbid a dude genuinely enjoys something and makes videos about something he's extremely passionate about. And motherfuckers are so miserable. Fee is such a chill and nice dude, and losers like you literally just make shit up in your head to justify your blind hatred for him because you disagree with a perfectly normal opinion he has on a video game. Grow up. And it's like, nah, deadass. Like, he has an opinion that's different from theirs, so they like shit on him for it. It's incredibly fucking stupid. Like, FDX gets an incredible amount of hate for a very inoffensive guy. Anyway, let's continue on with the story. We're gonna jump over to the Uryu and Orihime part, and before we jump back over to, I guess, the main part. Did you ever get to check out that band Toganashi Togiari? No, I didn't, but you know what I'll do right now? I will literally open up Spotify and type their name in so I have their page pulled up.
No, sir. We couldn't find anyone over there, sir.
I see. Thanks for the update. Hold on. I don't remember seeing you two before. Are you new?
Yes, sir. I'm Inoue. This is my first term of service. Reporting for duty, sir.
I'm Ishida. Reporting for duty, sir.
Really?
I have not been doing the secret missions. I haven't been playing story mode since the first day. That's why we're jumping back into it now. And no, Orihime is unfortunately not playable.
Well, I understand. We'll go patrolling then.
This is all in a day's work for a Soul Reaper. Do your best. I expect great things from you.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best.
I wasn't expecting a plan as dangerous as disguising ourselves as Soul Reapers to work so well.
I know.
Said they didn't know how they'd implement her.
I never thought.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's such a bogus answer because, like, there are some incredibly talented and creative people out there, and surely someone could have figured it out. To be fair, what would her awakening be? Look, I don't have the answers. I'm not as knowledgeable of a Bleach fan enough to like really get detailed about that. Nor am I a developer, but like, come on, man. there are characters who have shown less and done less in their respective series and still been playable in games. You know what I'm saying? Even if they had to make up a couple of things here or there, you know what I'm saying? Like they could have done some shit.
Thought it would go this smoothly. I'm pretty clever.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, characters like Hercule and Yajirobe are playable in Dragon Ball games. Nigga, Whis is in Xenoverse, and nigga, we never saw him fight.
Zangetsu is from those people that we encountered earlier. I bet that the others are likely to be on their way there right now. I'd imagine that Ichigo is probably there already.
All right. We better hurry then, before Ichigo has time to royally screw everything up. We have to get there and do our best to prevent that.
Right! Which squad should we say we belong to? We have to be ready to answer right away if anybody asks us.
Yeah, I guess so. I see. So then, Tsubaki hasn't fully recovered yet.
No. Last night, they spent hours healing him. But even so, I didn't realize this before, but I guess they have a harder time healing each other. I'm sorry. I realize I'm not being of much help right now.
Are you kidding? You're able to protect us, and you can heal us as well on top of that? You're a huge help.
Thank you, Uryu.
I'm convinced that this is for the best. This way, Orihime can bring up the rear and remain focused on defense and healing. The enemy's less likely to.
I mean, Orihime is playable in that Bleach game that I played on Glauku's channel.
Having spent the last few days,
I don't remember what she does in that game, but I'm pretty sure she was playable in that game.
Cut out for fighting.
They could have figured it out.
It's clear cut. She can't stand seeing someone get hurt. There's nothing she hates more, Even if it's an enemy, people like her simply shouldn't be fighting. Battles aren't good for her, or, frankly, for any of her little friends either.
Hey, you two! What squad are you with? And what are you doing here?
We're with Squad 11.
Really? Well, that's funny. I'm with Squad 11 too. We're a combat unit. Who in Squad 11 would be stupid enough to walk around without a Zanpak toe?
Caught.
I blew it. I didn't realize the squads are specialized.
Mr. Know-It-All didn't think that far ahead, huh?
This is Squad 12's insignia, not 11's. But then, you wouldn't know that. Who are you, really?
Oh well, so much for that idea.
Nothing
Guess we're
amazing
not blending
happens
in.
here.
Huh?
Whew, wow. That was a close one. The nerve accusing fellow Soul Reapers. What an oaf! Are you two all right?
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's the least we could do. Squad 12 looks out for its own, right? These Squad 11 guys are always trying to start trouble with us. The clods. Ah, come on now. Anyone can forget his sword.
Wait, hold on a second. What's going on here? This isn't right. Something's wrong. That Soul Reaper actually had a good point. We said we belonged to Squad 11, but we're wearing the insignia of Squad 12. That's obviously suspicious. So if that's the case, then why did they help us?
He thinks you're cute.
What the? Hey! This isn't...
Orihime! Get away from...
Captain! Captain Kurotsuchi! This isn't what you said we'd do! Captain!
It can't be helped. Once a grenade is thrown, it really shouldn't come flying back at you.
Thank you. If you hadn't called me, I'm
Did
sure
Mayuri always carry his sword like that?
I'm just glad you reacted in time. The reason for that's straightforward. It's because you practice so much without using your Kododama, your spirit chant.
What about
Damn,
the
I don't think I
others
ever
we
noticed that's how
killed?
he carries his sword.
I don't know.
Or if I did, I definitely
Listen.
forgot.
Don't worry about them right now. The only person you should worry about is yourself.
Yeah, no, same. It's been a long time since I
What a
saw this part of the story.
fascinating
The
move.
Bleach.
The shield. Is the girl behind you the one making it?
I'm not in the mood to talk.
How marvelous. I've never seen such a thing before. You, girl, let me ask you something. How would you like to be my research subject? I'll make it worth your while. Don't be so afraid. I'm kind to women. Oh, I know. I'll offer you the best possible terms that I can. I'll restrict the daily drug regimen to 8 doses and only 5 hours for biomechanical experiments. You'll be fed orally, and you'll even be given clothing when you sleep. And I'll try not to perform any modifications that might kill you. What do you say? He's fast. So he's a Quincy. A rare species. It's been quite a number of years since I last saw one of them. But even so, I'm sorry, I've already completed all my research on your kind. I'm not interested in Quincy's anymore. Now, go on, step aside.
Completed your research. Not interested. What do you even mean? And who are you?
Interesting. Do Ryoka normally charge into the enemy territory without studying the enemy at all beforehand? My, how foolish. I would like to think that you'd at least be aware of the identities of the top 13 Soul Reapers. I am Captain of Squad 12, and in addition to that, Chief of Research and Development, Mayuri Kurotsuchi. But you can forget that, because in a moment, you won't know anything.
He's... Orihime, run, now! He's after you!
But...
Leave this to me. You go and look for Ichigo.
Okay.
Did I say you could go?
Fuck that move, by the way.
You could stop them.
Oh, talk to that nigga.
Listen up, boy. The fact is, I'm really not interested in you. Oh dear, it seems the girl got away. Oh well, if there's so much as a strand of her hair lying around, that's all that I'll need to find her.
Yeah.
Oh, and when I do, I want to study her until there's only
That boy be showing all 32 of them things.
Every second is precious.
That monster.
Chip Skylark would be shaking in his boots, boy.
I think that I may actually have a chance against him. His spiritual pressure is strong, but it's also unstable, which means I should be able to buy enough time for Orihime to get far away, and then I can escape myself. Who's she? Is the girl behind him his assistant? But she's just standing
Her?
there.
That's his baby girl. Don't you worry about that.
Maybe
You know what I'm
she can't
saying? You
find
mind your business.
All right then. I'll go for him first.
Oh wait, can I not equip my what is it called? The battle crystals and shit? Or were those only for mission mode? I really don't remember. Whatever, we just start the battle. Nemi into a Bankai Ichigo online and that shit was hell. I've really only been playing with the homies for the most part, so I really, when I played some online matches a couple of days ago on stream and, you know, in my video and shit, but the last couple of days it's only been with the homies.
That's an advanced Quincy move, isn't that the case? I'm rather surprised that a fellow your age has been able to master it. You're good. It's apparent that you must be very talented.
Uh-oh. Also, I tried the other announcer because God damn it, everyone kept talking about it and shit. I can see why everybody thinks this one sounds better or whatever. Oh my god. Bro, I do not want to be playing this video, I'm not gonna lie. Ah! Ain't that about a bitch? Does every character have the blue burst feature? Yeah. That's just a universal like system mechanic. Also, let me know how the Game Volume is. Is the volume too loud?
I'm afraid I can't let you keep going on like that. You see, we too have a whole.
Dude, he seems hard to use in this game. He's a bit weird because he's a zoner, but you actually have to be kind of close for his zoning to actually work.
I suppose that I'm just going to have to settle for studying the girl at a later date. Because, you see, I'm a very busy man, unlike you. I've reached a decision. I've determined that what I'm going to do is kill you by using the least amount of effort that I can. Tear him up. Ashisogi Jizo.
Oh, I guess I didn't have to like fully win the fight. Cool. Favorite character to use so far? Soy Phone, easily. She makes me feel the most like I'm playing an actual fighting game.
What does it do? Well, if it's the kind that's able to absorb my attack, I'll have to strike carefully. Darn. There isn't time to think. What? Oh no, I forgot about her. Let go!
Is there any real difference between yellow and blue reverse gauge? I'm pretty sure there is, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
He's not.
Slinko! When did you learn it, Lotus? I'm just on Twitter or something. I've been doing this since day one. The Hokugeki into the flash step.
I don't believe it.
Definitely been doing that since the first day.
Through her, but isn't she on his side? Why?
Fool! I taught you never to let go, even if your arms were torn off.
I'm sorry, sir.
Forget it. I wasn't expecting much from you anyway. Besides, honestly, at this point, defeating you will be as easy as strangling a baby.
I don't believe it. To kill me, he was willing to go so far as to sacrifice his own assistant.
Oh my! Just look at you sweat. It must hurt quite a bit. But despite that, you're not screaming. I'm impressed. You must have a very high threshold.
Yeah, yellow reverse is like a little Roman cancel. You can use it, cancel your combos in the middle. And the blue one is like you do it on defense. But I don't know, like, outside of it being a combo breaker, I don't know what else it does for you. If anything, is all.
Sorry, Captain Kurotsuchi. Please give me some
It's an interesting position she in.
the flesh healing medicine.
What's that? Why, you... Who do you think you're talking to?
I hate this character so much. I think Mayuri is the only nigga in Bleach I don't like.
Tell me, do you think your body would break that easily?
Stop! What are you doing? Isn't she one of you? Just stop it! You're killing her!
Are you mocking me right now, too? Do you think she'd die from this? You think that these trivial little wounds could kill her? I created this body myself. Well,
he's the best P character, not gonna lie. There's something wrong with y'all.
Hold on. You created her?
That's right. Do you want to know her name? It's Nemu Kurotsuchi. She's the result of the many experiments that I conducted with Gigai and Gikon in the past. She is my daughter.
Papa?
Please don't bore me with your righteous indignation. How a father treats his own daughter is none of your business.
Stop! I can't move.
Oh, did you just realize that? You sure took your sweet time in coming to understand. Immobilizing the victim. That's what Ashisogi Jizo does.
A paralyzing poison.
Please, it's nothing as vulgar as that. You see, it selectively blocks only the neural impulses that are involved in movement. It synthesizes an extremely complex drug. It's not normal paralysis. You only lose the ability to move. In other words, you'll still be able to feel every bit of the pain. Here, and here, and here! Ah, well, compared to the screams that a woman is able to produce, a man's lack a certain charm. I can't stand to hear them. Nemu, get up. You're going to finish him. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot that I cut you with the Ashisogi Jizo too.
Hate this nigga, bro.
You worthless maggot!
Stop it.
What?
I told you to stop.
Leave her alone.
Haven't you had enough yet? Are you that big a fool? Really? You feel pity for a woman even though she's your enemy? Is this the honor that all of you Quincy's take such pride in?
What?
It's interesting. It must really mean something to you, because you all seem to end up speaking about it before you die.
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh.
I told you, I've completed my research on Quincy's. I studied your kind thoroughly. I applied all manner of stimuli to their minds and bodies and observed their responses. I studied them until they were nothing but pulp. And every single one of them said something along the lines of how on their honor as Quincy's they could never bring themselves to do such and such a thing. On their honor as Quincy's they would undoubtedly be sure to stop me.
And then they died.
Frankly, all of you are just so incredibly annoying. One stab from this will make any and all words of resistance entirely meaningless.
You dirty
bastard.
Now just calm down. This is where I tell you about my hardship. I confess, it really was very difficult work. When I first took on the role of Chief of Research and Development, Quincy's were already a rare species. Soul Reapers were monitoring the few that were still in existence. So I had to persuade the Soul Reapers assigned to them to delay their rescue. Then I turned the Quincy souls that they brought back into research subjects.
Mayuri and Frieza can make good friends.
How hard it was to arrange all that?
Just a couple of racists.
I remember the last one. He was a particularly nasty old man.
I ain't gonna lie, I think Mayuri is a much more insufferable character than Frieza is, though.
It was all so disgraceful. Would you like to see a picture of him? This photo was taken after my experiments ended. There's not much left of his original form. Now, what was that student's name? Ah, well, I tend to lose interest in my subjects after my experiments with them.
Mayuri, Frieza, and Kanye are reportedly working on an album. Alright, bruh. Real nigga.
Tell you his student's name. It was Uryu. Uryu Ishida. The man's name was Soken Ishida. He was my teacher, and my grandfather as well.
Oh? And so what?
I'm glad about one thing at least. That Orihime isn't here. I wouldn't want her to have to see this. On my honor as a Quincy, I swear.
Alright, you fucking Boy Scout.
I'm going to kill you!
Who tops the shit talking? I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think I've ever seen a better shit talker in anime than Yusuke Urameshi. That's my motherfucking nigga right there, bro. Yusuke is my dog. I don't know if I've seen a bigger shit talker in anime than Yusuke. I'm trying to think. It might be something out there, but I can't really think of one off top. That damn thug. Hey, you watch how you talk about Urameshi. A Quincy's Oath. The power of Ashisogi Jizo, Mayuri Zanpakuto, stops Uryu from moving his limbs. Mayuri tells him about the many Quincy's he has made into research subjects and eventually killed. One of those was Soken Ishida, Uryu's beloved grandfather. Having learned about the circumstances of his death, Uryu decides to go against the peaceful wishes of his grandfather one last time.
His arms and legs have been slashed by Ashisogi Jizo. How can he be standing? Oh, of course, I know. He's using Ranso Tingai. Bundles of reishi that have been twisted together into a countless number of threads have now been attached to his frozen limbs, moving him around as if he was some kind of a puppet. Out of the
oh no, this nigga a puppet user.
61 Quincy's that I've studied, not even a single one could perform even a part of the Ranso Tingai. I thought that was a lost art. But look, here you are, having mastered it, and at such a young age. Does that mean you're what they call a genius? Excellent. Well then, I believe you won't bore me after all. I'm not going to kill you. I'm taking you back alive. Then you, and the girl of course, will become my latest experiments.
I'd have been shot that arrow personally. That nigga was doing all that yapping. I'd have aimed straight for his fucking throat.
My father would sometimes reprimand me for spending so much time with my master in my attempt to become a Quincy. There's no sense in saving the dead. That's the Soul Reaper's job, he'd say. He completely hated Quincy's, despite having Quincy blood flowing in his veins. I couldn't understand his reasoning. The thing is, I could see the hollows, and I was also able to see the people that they attacked. He must have been able to see those things too. So how could he ignore them? I simply wanted a way to become strong. I wanted to be a powerful Quincy. That way, I could protect everyone from attacks by the hollows. Maybe then, my father would think that Quincy's were worth something. My master, who was also my grandfather, insisted that my father had a point. I remember he told me, what you think is the right thing to do depends on what you want to protect. I didn't understand what my father thought was right, what he wanted to protect. But my master told me that I would find out in due time. And he explained to me that when I did understand, I would know what I wanted to protect too. Then, the day came when my master entrusted me with something. It was the Reishi glove. It is said that if one puts it on and trains for 7 days and 7 nights, they will reach the peak of their Quincy powers. However, as I came to learn, it is a mysterious artifact that once worn can never be removed. Because if it is, there is a terrible price that must be paid. Your powers as a Quincy will all be lost. I'm sorry, Master. Even
I
now,
have failed you.
I still don't understand my father. I'm not even sure what exactly it is that I want to protect. But I think that at least now I know what I won't allow to happen. I'm sorry, Master, but it seems one last time I'm disobeying you.
Is Final gets a good 10 show. Ichigo really that broken? I haven't really fought him enough to say, but I don't think he's that broken. Honestly, Aizen seems more broken than Ichigo.
What? What is going on? What is that? Oh my! Such spiritual pressure? I've never seen anything like it. Never before.
The soy phone is my man. It's the character I've been enjoying the most.
This is the end.
Honestly, like, Final Getsuga Tensho ignoring revival mechanics, I think is honestly a godsend. Damn near makes me want to play the character myself, because fuck revival characters.
Is he
Honestly.
actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of Reishi. What he's doing is preventing the Reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength.
What the fuck? Why did that
The
autocorrect me?
Reishi
Also, why is he doing so much damage? Damn! And why has he got 10 Kopaku? Yo, what is... Oh, it's not that he's doing a lot of damage. My health is draining because of this fucking mode I'm
You're
in.
exceeding your human limits, boy. It's fast, but even so, I can still dodge it.
Beg for mercy and never appear before me again. Do that, and I'll let you live. Refuse, and I'll send a bolt that's 3 times stronger.
Don't push your luck, boy! You stupid Quincy! Very well then, have it your way. If that's the way that you want to play it, then I'll gladly return the favor.
I can't let this draw out any longer. This will finish you.
The only bastard that was one with the mechanic. Now, Salaporo can revive. Aizen can revive. Hollow Ichigo revives. I think those are the only three, but shit, that's a lot.
Gigantic burst of lethal poison made from my own blood over a 100-mile radius. But of course, it won't hurt me at all. But in the end, you'll die, of course. I'm so sorry about that. But the fact is, you would never make a fit research subject.
I won't be the one to die. I'll shoot you before you can spray the fatal dose.
Oh, please, go ahead. Be my guest.
Bitch.
I'll go all out on my next attack.
It's crazy that Uryu does nothing cooler than this the rest of the series. Yeah, you would have thought there in TYBW he'd have like a way cooler moment, but if you care or don't know, if you play on Extreme, you get more money for the shop stuff. So I played on Extreme for the first like several chapters, whatever. But honestly, it was like kind of annoying because the CPU just sits there and guards and then auto takes your throws. And I was just like, okay, this is just making fights take way longer for no reason other than being more tedious. It's not really like challenging. It's just making it less fun. So I just turned it back down to standard.
You stupid Quincy!
Slick.
Does it have the ability to liquefy whatever it cuts? Did you save that move? Hold it so you could use it when you'd want to make your escape?
I'll admit, you were close, Quincy. I can't actually attack at the moment. But then again, I also can't be attacked either.
Cheating ass nigga.
I'll be like this for a few short days at most. And then afterward, I'll simply return to the department in order to fully recover. And now, goodbye, Quincy. You were more trouble
Hello,
than I
monkey.
expected. But in the end, I will live and you will die. That hasn't changed at all.
The poison in my system. If I don't do something fast.
Mr. Quincy, sir, please, if you look under the badge on my left arm, then you'll find an antidote there.
Would you be more comfortable lying down?
No, I'm fine like this.
Here, you first.
No, I'm going to be all right. Our blood's the same. He and I share similar biology. So you see, the poison won't harm me. Do you think it's some kind of trick or something? Then please, pour some into my mouth first if you need reassurance. Go on, I'll show you.
That's okay. Why would you poison me? Why now, when I'm already poisoned?
Thank you very much. I realized that you could have killed him by aiming for his head, but in the end, you didn't.
That was a fluke. Actually, I shot to make a kill.
Thank you.
I think Uryu is
I'm
cool.
very grateful.
Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't kill my lord. Giving you the antidote was the
certainly
least
not
I
one of
could
my
do
favorite
to thank you
characters.
for that.
I don't get it. Why would you want to protect a father like that?
I don't know. But when I realized that he'd survived, I just felt kind of relieved. Please, leave after you drink it. The other guards will certainly be coming shortly. They
Will
would
you
have
come
seen
with me?
Mashisogi Jizo. I'll be all right. I promise. I'm sure the guards will tend to me.
Okay. Well, thanks for the medicine. Goodbye now. Darn. My legs feel like lead, and I can't lift my arms.
To the niggas who think Bankai
The
Ichigo is
tonight
broken,
must be wearing
like, what's
off.
broken about him?
Finally, it seems that my time as a Quincy is coming to an end. But at least I was still able to make my way to the Senzakyu. Ichigo, Orihime, Chad, Mr. Yoruichi, and Ganju, all of them. They're probably on their way now. But if it isn't just yet, I'm confident that it'll happen eventually. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. I just have to wait. Although, seeing as I was the one who got here first, I suppose I should go save Rukia. I bet Ichigo wants to be the one to rescue her. He'll probably be mad if I beat him to it.
It's nothing personal, but it's essential that we maintain the peace.
Here come this bum ass nigga.
Suzumushi.
I ain't gonna lie, Tozen kind of cool. It's actually kind of fun in this game too. His Bankai is kind of stupid.
Forgive me, Ryoka. These pointless battles are at an end. Sleep now. Your struggles will be over soon enough.
To be continued. Man, we got an unlock here. Alright, now we go back down to Yoruichi and Ichigo.
Why?
No, it definitely has, Van.
Why'd you take me out
It's
of
the
there?
kids, man. It's the Zoomers, bro.
I had the best chance of coming out alive of anybody there.
Nigga
Now
shaking.
Ganju, Hinataro, and Ruki are gonna get killed.
Damn,
Who do you
girl.
think you are? You had no chance. No one there could have done it. They couldn't have fought against Byakuya and lived.
Look, you!
Stop shouting. You're just going to open up your wounds again.
My fault, my fault. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten
It
up.
was the best I could do. It was the only way to escape Byakuya.
But why me and not Rukia? Huh?
Listen, absolutely nobody who was there had any hope of defeating Byakuya. Believe me, Ichigo. But in 3 days, you might very well have a chance. That was my reasoning. You were the logical choice. And there's more. Byakuya wasn't alone. Ukitake was there as well. He was Rukia's direct superior. He's a very dutiful man. I'm sure he won't kill Ganju, and that youth who tried to rescue his subordinate. They'll be all right, Ichigo. You just need to concentrate on becoming stronger. You can't defeat Byakuya as you are now. But I'll train you so that in 3 days you will. And then, with your very own hands, you'll be able to save all of your friends. I want to ask you a question. Are you aware that Zangetsu is a constant release Zanpakuto?
It is? When you say constant release, you mean like Kenpachi's?
The
I
Dark
always
Hades,
knew
they
this
even
sword
form
was
us, man.
different from the others. It doesn't actually change shape. I mean, not even if I call its name.
Just as I thought. Well then, in that case, you probably also weren't aware that.
Yeah, they talk about 3 days,
Zangetsu had a
meanwhile Uri is
second release.
somewhere bleeding out in the street after getting his ass busted by Tozen.
All Zanpakuto, including Zangetsu, have 2 different distinct stages of release.
Kai.
The first stage is called Shikai, and the second one is called Bankai. They're mandatory for a captain. That is, they all need to be able to perform both of them.
What? Mandatory?
That means every captain has mastered both Shikai and Bankai. Or at least everyone has, aside from one exception.
Exception?
Kenpachi Zaraki. In the long history of the Soul Society, he's the only captain. The only one who's ever achieved that rank without being able to perform Bankai or knowing the name of his Zanpakuto.
He's kind of raw. I ain't gonna lie, I've never like disliked Kenpachi, but obviously that's just not a very like Lotus archetype kind of character. I don't know, man. He's growing on me more and more. Like I said, I've never disliked him. I've always thought he was a good character, but
in terms of the Zanpakuto's combat ability, the difference between Shikai and Bankai depends on the individual's innate talents and training, but generally it's 5 to 10 times greater.
10 times?
Astonishing, isn't it? But because of that, even for someone with talent, it can easily take 10 or more years of training to master Bankai.
Wait a second, I don't have that much time!
However, we have
and
the power of anime on our side, Ichigo.
Years, I'm talking about more traditional, normal training. There are serious risks involved, but I'm taking a completely different approach with you. You're going to learn Bankai in just 3 days.
Anything for you.
Hey, what's with that goofy-looking doll?
It's a Tenshin Tai, a vital spiritual tool that's used by the Stealth Force. It will forcibly transfer and externalize the soul of a Zanpakuto.
Hold on, I don't get it. We need that to practice Bankai?
Of course. The central essence of Shikai is to communicate and synchronize with your Zanpakuto. But using Bankai requires externalizing it and forcing it into submission. And that means instead of you entering the world of the Zanpakuto to communicate with it, what you do instead is summon the Zanpakuto into our world. It usually takes more than 10 years of training to learn how to perform the move. But there's something I'm counting on. You were able to fight Kenpachi Zaraki to a draw. It's my belief that despite your lack of long-term training, you're ready to externalize Zangetsu.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about. Piercing this with Zangetsu will force it to happen. I'll use my powers to keep him in that state. But the thing is, this can only be done once, and it lasts for just 3 days. I know it's quick, but somehow you must force Zangetsu to submit within that time frame. If you can do that...
I won't ask what happens if I fail. I mean, if it's really the only way, then I'll just have to do it.
Well now, it appears that you made a full recovery, Ichigo.
Zangetsu? What the heck?
Only one of them is real. I mean, that's actually the real me. There's just one available solution. I can only be defeated by that sword. In other words, if you want me to submit, you have one option. You're going to have to find it before I kill you. And then, you're going to have to cut me down. Never take your eyes off the enemy. That's 52.
Damn! Oh man, I almost had him!
Impressive. He's come a long way in a short amount of time. Before, he was relying on Zangetsu's strength. But now, he's learning at a frightening pace, and reaching a rather frightening level as well. Kisuke, It seems that it's just as you said. He is truly...
Got the power of God and anime on his side. Nah, the Balnark's not in this game.
Looks like we're just about out of time.
Not beat yet!
He truly is the Bleach.
Huh?
Drop the sword, Ichigo. Day 1 is over.
A hot spring. I had no idea this was even here. What the heck's going on? What kind of hot spring is this? My wounds are healing, and the pain's going away.
So, how's the water?
Oh, Ms. Yoruichi. Yeah, it's perfect. Just perfect.
Yeah, she is. Mamacita, Sita. Oh, man.
Hey, you know, I've been thinking this reminds me of that one place. The one under Urahara's shop. The training ground?
Yes, I imagine it would. You see, that study room was modeled on this place.
It was?
Yes, there's actually quite a lot of personal history here for me. This was originally created as Kisuke's and my secret playground. We built it deep under the Sokyoku.
Secret? Come on. How do you secretly build a place like this?
Very, very
He's got a
quietly.
reputation as a bit of a rogue. He always had a talent for getting himself into mischief. But that was long ago. When we were children, we played here practically every day. After he joined the 13 Court Guards, and I joined the Stealth Force, we would come here together to train. And...
Wait, just hold on a minute. The 13 Court Guards? Then he was a Soul Reaper?
Huh? Kisuke?
Yeah, oh man, I knew it! He knew way too much about the Soul Society. And he's got a Zanpakuto. And...
Yeah, I was about to say, what was your first clue, nigga?
Funny looks when I mentioned his name. Ms. Yoruichi, listen. This guy, what exactly is he?
That fool. He kept it to himself. He didn't tell you everything, did he? All right. There's no reason to keep it from you now that we've come this far. You see, Kisuke is actually the previous captain of Squad 12, and he's also the founder and first chief of the Department of Research and Development.
Come on, Sabimaru.
Captain Aizen.
Oh no. I actually drew my sword against Momo.
Hey, you be alright, bitch nigga.
I'm terrible. How could I? I'm just the absolute worst.
Hey, in your defense, she was tweaking.
Whoa. Oh boy, this is ugly.
Yeah, you are.
I
I mean,
can't
what?
even look. Captain Ichimaru.
Nigga got his jimmies rustled.
Tired, you poor thing. Would you like it if I gave you my help?
Come with me, Izuru.
I guess it makes the most sense to go down here first, right? Momo Hinamori, Lieutenant of Squad 5, escapes from prison. After receiving news of this, Toshiro Hitsugaya, captain of Squad 10, visits the prison. He's worried about Momo's safety. Aizen, now dead, yeah, alright, left a letter addressed to her. Toshiro's convinced that the culprit behind Aizen's death is Gin Ichimaru. Because of Toshiro's suspicions, he assumes that Hinamori is seeking revenge against Gino, and he hurries back to Squad 3 barracks.
Beg your pardon, are Captain Hitsugaya and Lieutenant Matsumoto here?
What is it?
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but we received an urgent report from the guards at the prison. Lieutenant Zabarai, Hinamori, and Kira, they're all missing from their cells.
It's completely destroyed. Did that girl really do all this?
I have absolutely no excuse. When Lieutenant Hinamori called me, I turned around and everything went white.
She must have used Hakufuku.
It's not like she was going to be executed, so why?
Ultimately, there's only one reason. Rangiku, go back without me, because I'm going to rescue Momo.
I couldn't even believe my eyes when I read the letter. For a time, I didn't believe it. But it's true. Isn't it, Captain Aizen? Whether I want to believe it or not, he was the one who killed you.
I figured that I'd find you two together. Just as I thought. Izuru's cell was the only one that was opened from the outside. Your performance was lacking this time. I'm afraid that you didn't cover your tracks very well, Gin.
What's that? Cover my tracks?
Whatever do you mean?
I did that on purpose. I wanted to be sure that you'd know.
I'm glad that I was able to get here before Momo. I'm going to kill you. You'll be gone before she even gets here.
Unless...
Momo!
At last, I finally found you. So this is where you were.
Stop, Momo! He's too strong! Just stay back. Let me deal with him. Momo! Momo?
This is payback for Captain Aizen.
Oh, what?
If you are reading this, then I am probably...
What a twist!
Therefore, Momo, I must confide the truth of what I have discovered. I need to tell it to the
lying ass nigga
that I put my trust in the most. The truth about why Rukia Kuchiki must be executed, and why the execution date always keeps changing. In the course of my investigation, I reached a conclusion. The true goal of the execution is not to kill Rukia Kuchiki. On the contrary, the execution has been contrived so that a certain something may be stolen. And that thing is... the Sokyoku. The Sokyoku, whose seal is only removed for executions, has the destructive power of 1 million Zanpakuto contained within its blade. The Taka has the defensive power to block an equal number of Zanpakuto. And in addition to all that, when it's being put to use in order to execute a Soul Reaper, its power can be increased, momentarily at least, several dozen times over. The one who plotted Rukia's execution intends to use the Sokyoku to destroy not only the Seirete, but essentially annihilate the entire Soul Society as well. The name of that despicable person is Toshiro Hitsugaya.
Lying ass nigga, man.
He said that in his letter.
Yes, and it went on. It said, "Tonight, I have called him out to a meeting at the Sacred Eastern Wall. No matter what it may cost, I must foil his plan. If he will not back down, I am prepared to cross swords with him. But if I end up dying, Momo, please carry on for me. It will then fall to you.
You must kill him. That's my will. My last wish. I know it's a lot to put on you. I ask this not as captain of Squad 5, but simply as a man.
Are you crazy, Momo? Think about it. I'm dead, so avenge me? You really believe
She's not crazy,
nonsense?
just a little
You
stupid.
think Aizen would ever actually say that?
Yeah, this whole arc was just plot twist.
Aizen I knew.
Plot twist the anime.
He wasn't a blithering idiot who'd start a fight he knew he couldn't win, and he wasn't a coward who'd make his subordinates clean up his mess either.
But that's really what it said! I didn't misread it. I'm sure it was Captain Aizen's handwriting. I didn't want to believe it. I was desperate not to, but what could I do? It was his last wish.
Schlinkle.
Captain Aizen! I don't know. I just don't know what to think anymore, Shiro.
It seems that Momo's too upset to think straight. There's no way that Aizen would ever write a letter like that. I can only conclude that someone must have forged it. Perhaps it was so Momo and I would turn on each other and kill each other. I get it. This too, eh? Is this more of your conniving handiwork? Is it, Dean?
Tisk tisk. I have to say that wasn't nice, Captain. You really didn't need to go as far as that. You didn't have to hit the poor girl so hard, did you?
Shut up, bitch. Fury. The letter left by Aizen names Toshiro as the culprit. The confused Momo unsheathed her sword against him to get revenge for her dead captain. However, Toshiro believes that Gin forged the letter. Toshiro cannot hide his anger toward Gin for trying to use Momo, considering the fragile state she is in. Toshiro releases Hyorin Maru, his Zanpakuto, ready to fight Gin. Gin's a great character, I like him a lot.
A convenient time for the alarm to sound, eh?
You never change one whit. Well, I hope you can enjoy the ringing of the alarm while you can, because you aren't going to be hearing it ever again.
Gin, what exactly are you up to? Aizen just wasn't enough for you? So you had to make Momo suffer too?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
She was gripping her sword so hard that her skin was pierced, and now she's bleeding. You've gone much too far this time.
Where the blood at, though?
Why, I don't know what you're talking about.
I warned you, Gin, didn't I? I thought I was clear about it. I said that if you made her bleed, then I'd kill you!
My. Well, if it isn't the captain of Squad 10. If you draw your sword here, you know what'll happen, right? Then I'm going to be forced to stop you.
Captain Ichimaru.
Stay back, Izuru. You don't want to die yet, do you?
Don't be stupid. Staying back isn't good enough. Disappear. Go. And when you can't see us anymore, just keep going. The thing is, if you're within 3 Ri, I can't guarantee that I won't end up killing you. Reign over the frosted heavens. Hyorin Maru!
I used to have Hyorin Maru. Like, I used to actually have like a real one. But ended up giving it away. I could have sworn I could use, oh wait, the button's right here, I'm tripping. I could have sworn I could equip soul crystals in this mode and I just hadn't. There we go. And I get to play Toshiro now. My boy! My boy! Did y'all see that new replica, that new like replica Tensa Zangetsu that like they came out with? I think Bandai sent Afro one. I'm like dumb jealous, I'm not gonna lie. Yo. Beach boy? Yeah boy? Yeah boy? What's up? What's up, gang? What's up? Toshiro, your favorite captain? Yeah. Him and Byakuya.
Created by overflowing spiritual pressure. It can even control the weather. It's the first time I've
After
seen
reduces spiritual pressure to zero,
So this is
rental.
Captain Hitsugaya's ultimate water Aisanbakuto. Hiyori Maru. So much water. It's so fast. Wasn't very nice. Let's go.
I didn't feel that. Dodging would be a waste of time. Now I'll show you how it's done.
Shit, dude.
So subtle.
Wasn't very nice.
Fuck. Ah, fuck. I killed him before I used the fucking move. We gonna run that one back. I fucked up the combo when I could have done it before. Low key, can I? Well, we gonna let the cutscene rock. I'm going back for that fight, so I can get the moment. Also, what's good, Simba? I see you over in the YouTube chat. Shinzo. Shinku.
You sure? If you dodge it, the girl will die.
Momo!
I'm sorry, sir. I headed back to the squad barracks as you ordered, but I sensed Hyorin Maru's spiritual pressure and had to come back. Please withdraw your sword, Captain Ichimaru. Because if you do not, you'll have to deal with me.
Oh no, not Rangiku. What are you gonna do? Smother me? Please.
Rather than chasing me, you should instead see to your little friend there.
Mama Sita, I really need ya.
Not at all. That bad habit of yours, which you apparently still can't shake, disappearing without even letting me know where you're going. Geen, I don't understand. Where exactly are you trying to go?
I wonder about Aizen's letter. How much of it was fabricated? The part about the power of the Sukyoku being released by Rukia Kuchiki's execution, and the plot to take its power and use it to destroy the Soul Society. Could it possibly all be true? And if it is, if that really is the plan that Geen's working toward, then
A hell butterfly?
Attention all officers. This is a report on the latest developments. The date of Rukia Kuchiki's execution has been rescheduled. The sentence will now be carried out 29 hours from this time. This decision is final. There will be no further changes. That is all.
Captain?
if the execution and the release of the Sukyoku truly are part of Geen's plan,
I can't allow him to succeed with it. Follow me, Rangiku. We're going to stop the execution.